Welcome to the Okanagan Valley in beautiful British Columbia. We're just outside of Vernon for the launch of this latest Subaru Legacy. Before Subaru had all their SUVs, Legacy was a cornerstone of the brand. It's still important to them, and they've piled a whole lot into this latest model to try and get people excited again about mid-sized cars.
We've done two major things. I would say the interior is far and away much better than ever was. Has a huge 11.6-inch screen Napa leather. It's quiet and very luxurious. Also, for Canada, we've returned the GT badge. So we have a 2.4 turbo in this vehicle now, replacing the 6-cylinder. So it's much faster, it's more fuel efficient, has more torque, and it's a lot more fun to drive than the previous one.
Well, Subaru has always had functionality down pat. Big doors, big windows, easy to get in and out of. This new Legacy is slightly bigger than the previous model, gives you more leg room, hip room, and shoulder room. So that's all welcome in a mid-sized car. What, in my opinion, they needed to work on, and they certainly have turned their attention to with this car, is the interior. There's a certain wow factor with this because of that massive 11.6-inch screen. Here's the good news. You don't have to buy the top trim to get it. This is on every trim except the base. The base model will have the 7-inch screen, and I encourage you, if you're going to buy a Legacy, just get this bigger screen. It really is a showstopper. On top of that, available Napa leather now, beautiful dashboard with stitched elements, soft materials down along the side. This really looks like a premium car from a mainline brand like Subaru. Now, in the head unit, the top three trims get onboard navigation, all get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So this is a car that has gone from functional to fantastic. Now, describing how a car feels on TV is kind of tricky, but I'm going to do my best to describe how I think this car has changed, and for the better, for a certain segment of buyer in the marketplace. So this new Legacy is built on Subaru's global architecture. They started using it in their SUV line, and what they're able to do with a modular platform like that is develop it into many different vehicles. So now the latest one is Legacy. Now, the inherent values of that new platform are a stiffer platform and better handling, and it's also a little bit wider than the previous Legacy. So with a stiffer platform, independent rear suspension, slightly wider track, it develops a more mature, upscale, sophisticated approach as you roll down the road. This is a quiet car as well. Then you get into the next layer, which are the engines. And the one that I would choose, I'll start with the top one first, is the one I would pick, is the new 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. We first had a chance to drive this last year in Ascent, and now it's in a mid-size sedan. Wow, this has plenty of power, 260 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. So this car is no slouch. And when you look at a lot of its direct competitors, it's got a power advantage. Now, the base engine is still the 2.5-liter boxer engine. It has 182 horsepower and 176 pound-feet of torque. Subaru as a brand has had incredible sales results in the Canadian marketplace. And a big reason is standard all-wheel drive on all but one. That's their sports car. Then you layer on the advanced safety suite that Subaru kind of helped pioneer with forward collision warning and autonomous braking called EyeSight. It's now on every single version of this Legacy. So all-wheel drive, available turbocharged engine, EyeSight on every model, and for a price that I think a lot of people can get their head around.
We think we're definitely going to achieve more of the top safety pick pluses with these cars in the future, just because of the body structure and improving EyeSight year over year. We've improved it, so you have a new feature which can focus and be in the center of the lane and also follow a vehicle and do some steering wheel adjustments for you. So it's definitely advanced compared to, say, last year's EyeSight. So we're continually improving it year over year.
Well, some people are leaving the mid-size market in favor of crossovers, and Subaru wants to keep the mid-size space for their Legacy exciting. And it comes with a lot of standard features, standard LED headlamps, standard EyeSight system, and a starting price of $26,000. I strongly encourage you, if you're shopping for this car, to consider one trim up from the base at $30,000. That gets you alloy wheels, gets you that big, beautiful screen on the inside, plus push-button start. A ton of content for a vastly improved Legacy. I honestly believe with these top turbo trims, they really are a challenger for some premium brands.